Long wait to get to this point for you, Dylan. I'm just curious how gratifying last game was for you.
Man, it was just a blessing, after a year of being here, just really focusing on development and just getting a chance to showcase my talents, what my coaches have been, working with me with getting better and everything like that. So yeah.
Right here, James.
What is it like mentally to trust that process, particularly when you were hurt earlier on, but like to trust it all the way through and to get into midpoint of the season, and
hmm
but to actually then see it through, like mentally the last 6 8 weeks. What was that like?
It was definitely a stressful process, just waiting my turn to play because I had a really good fall camp, so I was really expected to play a lot coming into the year. I was really running with the ones and just competing for a real starting spot here. And to get hurt like a week before the game, it was a lot for me. But my coach just told me trust the process and my time will come. So I just waited my turn patiently and see my boys like Jerry, my boy Bryce, Devin getting the ball out. So that really made me excited seeing them play. But knowing my time will come, it was exciting.
All right, Jack.
What was that process like coming back from the injury, and how did you get through it?
Really, it was just a process, just waiting because the injury I had it was more of a neck injury, so I just had to wait until my pain tolerance went down. It wasn't nothing serious, but it was just a matter of fact of dealing with the pain. So it took a minute for it to go down and me to be able to go back out there and be able to hit again.
Right here, Eric. Mentioned expecting to have a big role. What can you contribute? Like, what are your strengths? What are the things that you do well that can help this defense?
Well, I feel like I can. I'm an all around versatile linebacker, and I can play well in space. I can fit the run. I can cover, and yeah, I feel like I'm just an all around linebacker, and I can help our team out in plenty of ways. And I'm here to help out whatever they need me with. Wait my turn if I play early, whatever. But I'm here to just help my team win and just compete with my boys.
James.
How would you describe the challenges of not just learning this defense, but the rules specifically for what you guys have to do? Because the linebackers in this defense are asked to do a lot in general, but
Yeah.
the rules of stacking is just different than some other defenses that don't stack backers in the same way.
Yeah,
Just
no, for sure. With our defense, we're the quarterbacks of the defense. So just really learning the scheme. Like I said last year, Coach Brian Michalowski, he was really hands on with me and just teaching me the concepts. I came later than the other two linebackers in my class. I was able to enroll in June. So they were just really hands on with me going throughout that whole year, learning it from older guys like Jeff Bossa and Bryce Betcher last year. So just getting to learn the scheme, it was a lot.
In the middle, Tyson.
Talked about the pain of your neck injury.
Yeah.
What's that feel like? And or like what's that pain like? And is it tougher mentally to come back from an injury where it's like you don't have something that's like visually broken and it's like it's more
Yeah.
like a timetable sort of thing?
So I was getting like more like a stinger pain going down my left side of my arm, but everything was able to heal back. I'm 100% now. I don't have any type of pain going down my neck and my arm, but I do play right now. I'm pretty sure you guys seen the neck pad. So playing with the neck pad right now just to be cautious and just take safer measures.
Right here, Eric. I guess the natural follow up is: are you going to keep the neck pad? That's kind of a throwback to the '90s or something.
Yeah, so I may keep the neck pad for the rest of the season just to be safe and make sure protecting myself. So probably next year I'm gonna go back to taking the neck pad off and playing my regular game. But yeah.
Right here, James. You're next.
now that you've had this debut and getting 5 tackles the first time out, where do you feel like you can improve? What do you feel like you can fix? If there was anything to fix specifically off this last game, but what do you feel like you can get better at even starting this week?
Well, first off, I really want to give a shout out to my D line, man. My D line did their thing, gave me the opportunity to be able to eat. But I feel like it's a lot of things I can still work up on, like just my run fits and just key reads and just reading linemen and just seeing like the transition of where the play is going and just focusing really on my eyes.
Middle Tyson.
This is a stupid question, but going back to neck pads,
Mhm.
when players of your generation see highlights of like old football, like
Mhm.
of the 80s and linebackers
Yeah.
wearing those, like what do you think when you see like that generation of football playing and kind of like what linebackers used to look like?
I feel like back in the 80s and 90s, linebackers were more downhill. They were more bigger bodies, like around 250, just straight run stoppers. But I feel like now, especially with the defense that we play in, you have to be able to cover and fit the run and be able to cover fast receivers. You got to be able to cover fast tight ends like a Kenyon Sadiq and be able to play in space. So I feel like it just shows that they were just the run stoppers, I guess I'll say. But yeah.
Right here, James.
When you all talk about upholding your own standards in particular as a team, but as a defense, how hard is that as a player, not just in that perspective, but when an opponent is struggling, when an opponent's having a hard time offensively, how hard is that to focus on your own standard versus looking at an opponent and whatever they may be experiencing?
I feel like it's really not that hard for us because Coach Tosh, he preaches it a lot. We're going to play to our standard regardless of who we're playing. At the end of the day, we're going to play our standard of football. We're going to knock out the run and just play defense.
Going back to the back, okay.
You mentioned that the linebackers are like the quarterback of the defense. So you guys got to come into the game with
Yeah.
a level of energy, right? You got to bring it for the rest of the team. So just wondering, with Saturday's theme being the Grateful Ducks, just wondering if you've thrown any Grateful Dead music into your playlist, and also if what are your thoughts about the uniforms that you guys will be paying homage to as well?
Well, first off, I say like Bryce Betcher always tells us, we got to bring our own juice. So we came out there bringing our own juice, playing out in New Jersey. We came out, bought our own juice, and I think the uniforms we got pretty sick. Like, it's cool. It's a blessing being at Oregon, being able to have access to things like that and uniforms like that and all the Nike gear. That's definitely a blessing for sure.
Tyson, middle.
Obviously, the Grateful Dead theme is probably something that's quite a bit before your guys' time.
Yeah, not for sure.
Have you seen any like coaches or maybe like GoDucks.com editors who have been especially geeking out this week?
I
a little
definitely
too
have.
excited about it.
Yeah, I definitely have seen a little bit on Twitter, but I think it's a pretty cool. Like, just getting to wear that, like, it's just a blessing. But it's cool. I like it. It's really different.